What's going on, world? It's your homie SenseiRip, and I'm back again with another video. Today we got Nore responding to the backlash from Kanye speaking on George Floyd in his recent Drink Champs interview. So y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip from Nore and hear what he has to say. Then I will catch you afterwards with my commentary. All right, so with that being said, let's get right to it.
Got a lot of thinking to do. These past 3 days, there's been a lot going on. Two different audiences, from Boosie to Kanye. You know, people wanting this, people not wanting this, people not wanting that. And I'm starting to realize free speech ain't free. Some people got to pay for free speech. I'm just not one that's willing to do it. So I got a lot of thinking, a lot of things to do. You know what I mean? But things might not be the same. Because things ain't the same. But I'm going to stay positive. That's pretty much it. Salute. But things ain't the same because things is not the same. I just want to be honest. I support freedom of speech. I support anybody, not being censored, but I do not support anybody being hurt. I did not realize that the George Floyd statements on my show was so hurtful. And you got to realize it was the first 5 minutes of the show. Like when he walked in, he told my producer, he said that if he'll stop filming, that he'll walk out. So I didn't want a Birdman moment. I didn't want a Birdman moment with y'all, where Birdman walked out. So I wanted the man to speak. But later on, I actually checked him about the George Floyd's comments. I actually checked him about the White Lives Matter. But it was so later in the episode, and I was already inebriated at that time that maybe people looked over it. Mm-hmm. But I apologize to the George Floyd family. I apologize to anybody that was hurt by Kanye West's comments. Although I do support free speech, I am black, and I'm with Tamika Mallory. I'm with Until Freedom. I'm with my son. That's who I am. In fact, I called my son and asked for a shirt because that's what I wanted to have on when Kanye said he was coming through here. We actually posted it and then saw that this was the wrong edit, took it down, and then it got reposted again with those same comments that was there. So it was a mistake on our behalf, on our team behalf, because we don't edit nothing. I think Envy done Drink Champs, Charlamagne has done Drink Champs, and we literally don't edit nothing. But we will start from here on out because we understand that there's people that's hurt out there.
Yeah, I think it's not a freedom of speech thing, Nore. It's more like a misinformation.
It's not a misinformation. It's a lie.
It's
that was
not
a lie.
True.
What he said about George Floyd was a lie. What Kanye West said about George Floyd dying of fentanyl and not the physical impact of the officer Derek Chauvin was just a bold-faced lie.
None of it. I don't support none of it. I don't support the George Floyd comments. I don't support the anti-Semitic. That's all I have is Jewish friends. All I have is black friends. That's it. So,
Nore, I was going to ask you, when it comes to these George Floyd comments, we see their family may be suing. Is that going to include you in this lawsuit? Did you hear about that?
I definitely heard about it, and this is the reason why I'm stepping up, is because it's not even about suing or the money. It's about the hurtful thing, man. You know what I mean? I was locked down. I was supporter of the George Floyd movement. I saw that video too. You know what I mean? Like I seen that cop's knee on his neck. I seen him calling out for whoever. So I'm embarrassed of myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I've done these interviews before where I come back and I redeem myself. And then on this one, I waited too long. I waited too long to actually address him. I spoke to Kanye yesterday morning. I told him I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to, refute these comments because I was disgusted by it as if I wasn't even in the room when I heard it. When I heard it, I was like, wait a minute. Damn, I was there? And again, I'm just trying to be a journalist. I'm saying, you know what? We just won an award. I want people to know that we won the award because we deserve it. So I'm sitting there thinking about it. I heard Steven Jackson say something about me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going back at Steven Jackson. I'm not going to make a rebuttal. I'm going to tell that brother you're right because I should have checked him. I should have, and I eventually did. But by the time I checked him, I was already inebriated. So you're not hearing the sincerity in my voice. But even if you go look at it, you can see that N.O.R.E is very serious. It's just that N.O.R.E is also drunk at the same time. Yeah. And it's called Drink Champs. It's not called Politic Champs.
Let's talk about it, y'all. That was N.O.R.E on The Breakfast Club earlier today, responding to the backlash behind Kanye West speaking on George Floyd in his recent interview that was released this past weekend. It's also being reported that the family of George Floyd is considering suing Kanye over the false claims he made on George Floyd in this interview as well. As you can see here on the screen, this was the statement that was released on behalf of George Floyd's family over the weekend in response to this interview. Initially, when the interview premiered, Nore took to Twitter to brag about the views that he was receiving with his Kanye West interview. As you can see here for yourself, Nore says, "My Ye interview got more views than football on Sunday." Then all of a sudden, he has a change of heart. The fans was giving him smoke, saying, "How could you allow this man on the platform?" Then I guess Nore realized he had made a terrible decision. As you heard in the audio, he said he was embarrassed for himself for even allowing this man to even speak George Floyd's name and not check him that very moment. Now, Nore is asking the likes of the Sean Kings, the likes of the Reza Islams, the likes of the Dr. Umars to come on the platform to educate the people, knowing that the moment he announced that Kanye was coming on the platform to respond to the controversy, people told this man, "I don't think that's a good idea. Hey, if you want to give him the platform, sure, but do y'all have to rush to put it out immediately?" Charlemagne, as you heard in the clip, said it himself. He told Nore not to do the interview. A lot of platforms have come forward, platforms like The Shop, saying they decided to pull the plug on the interview based on what? The remarks that Kanye West had said in that interview. They said, "You know what? We not ready to deal with the backlash that's going to come from this, so we just going to pull the plug on them." Now, as you can see, a lot of Yeezy fans, man, they're delusional. I had a random person, as you can see here on the screen. If you want to pause this video, read the whole thing. But this fan is going as far as to say that George Floyd wanted to go out the way we seen him go out on camera. I mean, do you see why you don't have this man on a platform like Drink Champs? Because his followers will now hear what he says and run with these phony claims. Now, I get it. We all make mistakes. We all have a bad day. But in this situation, I think it's obvious. Y'all did this for the views, man. Y'all knew that this was going to break the internet, even if it came at the expense of offending George Floyd's family, offending your own people. It didn't matter. Why? Because we got more views than football on Sunday. You see what I'm saying? They just won an award for Best Hip Hop Platform with BET. Knowing that moving forward, you have to be more responsible, man. Got to. I get it. It's Drink Champs. You know, you be inebriated. Too many shots of that hen dog, that yak. You get to feeling yourself, right? Talking real loosely. But this is why you must edit the interview. Come on, y'all edited the Black Star interview. Why not edit this interview? Like I said, Kanye is entitled to his opinion, like everyone else is. But the moment he spoke George Floyd's name was the moment you were supposed to cut that man off. Because it's just not right. It's unnecessary. We don't need to speak on a documentary to know the current climate of blacks in America today. We just heard the Pamela Turner verdict. We still out here fighting for justice. We don't need a documentary produced by Candace Owens to know that. We seen what we seen on that video. That man lost his life because an officer decided to put his knee on this man's neck. And for Kanye to downplay it, all it does is enable the next officer or white supremacist to think that that behavior is okay, and it's not. This is why you can't be irresponsible giving your platform to this man at his disposal. Because guess what? Kanye ain't come out and apologize. Y'all apologizing. But this is what you get. You got to be willing to take the backlash and criticism if you're going to brag about the views and the monetary gain that come from it. All right, but y'all let me know, what's your thoughts on Nore's response? Do you think it was genuine? And what do you think Kanye's best move is moving forward? Let me know down in the comment section below. But that's all I got for y'all today. My name is SenseiRip. Peace.